Hello, viewers. I'm SB. Welcome back to Isles of Sea and Sky, where as you can see, I figured it out. I'm a little embarrassed. I was trying too hard to use all the pieces. This is what I was talking about when I said walking away and coming back can sometimes be very helpful. And like specifically the way it can be very helpful is it can help you shed weird little assumptions that you made without realizing that you made them. Because look at how simple this is. Let me just reset this. You don't need the box at all. All you need is a friendly air elemental who can get you where you're going. Oh, no, wait, hold on. I gotta put him down here and interact with him so he ends up there. Yeah, the box doesn't need to be over the hole or in the hole. The air elemental can just be right there, and then that's all that is. How long did I spend last episode looking at this, trying to make this work with the two pieces? Like, that's not even a case where there was like a thing that was a red herring. That box is there because it was part of the other puzzle in that area. Definitely a little embarrassing. But you know, this is the way of it. This is what I'm saying. Okay, so over to the right is the only meaningful puzzle that is left. And somewhere there is yet a music note, and I have not seen it. I do not know where it is. I don't see it anywhere on this screen, I don't think, although they're pretty hard to see when they're on the ice. But I'm pretty sure it's not here. Okay, well that's fine. That's something we can figure out at a later time. So, for the moment, let's just figure out how to get these keys and that star. Most importantly, that star. There's some stuff here that we couldn't do before, which is definitely interesting. But like the basic deal here is that I need to get that box up into... Well, the air elementals can't press a button, right? So I need to figure out a way to get that box onto those buttons. The one for the star is easy enough. The key is actually going to be the more difficult part of this. So, I mean, the first question is, how am I going to push the box? Because, like, where this air elemental is supposed to end up depends a lot on how my approach to that box is going to go. I guess it's as easy as just pushing it from below, right? Now I just want you... I just want you out of the way, I think. Right? This seems fairly straightforward. We get ourselves back over here. No, not... Sorry, what am I thinking? We do this because you stop at the pedestal. And then... No, wait, I needed the box to go over the... That's pretty weird, right? That one tile there. No red eyes on the snake, though. No secret to be had here. No, I need the box to get over that gap, which means I need... Wait, how do I do that? Because there's no way to get an air elemental pointed downward in this space. But something's got to hold the button down. Yeah, so I mean, I guess, like... It's just got to be here. Well, this is a little inconvenient because I actually don't know how I'm going to get back now. No idea. What am I talking about? Clearly, I'm not at my sharpest today either. Okay, there we go. And then I can just do this. Okay, star obtained. Easy. So if I get myself redirected down here, I can try to set up a situation with these air elementals. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not going to be able to push you from there. I guess I can't. Yeah, I can't move the other one either. So I'm trying to figure out what is the most appropriate setup here. So I either need the air elemental to be here, facing upward, or... Well, it couldn't be to the left of the key facing right. Yeah, I mean, here, I guess, but, like, how do I make that work? Oh, right, you can't, okay, you can't be moved from there. Shoot, no, this is no good at all. Let me restart the puzzle. Do I need to use the wood block here somehow? I mean, obviously we'll need to use it to get the other key. All right, let me head back over to this side. Where am I going to put this box to allow me to grab that key? I need to use it as a stopper somewhere. Or, well, I guess actually if I can just get it pushed down this long vertical aisle, that'll be good enough. So it's easy enough to get it pushed upward. It'll leave this guy in a place where I can influence him again. All right, here should work. Ooh, I can't, except I can't leave him in this space because then well, I can, I just have to leave him facing left because I need to be able to get over here. Okay, there we go. So now, if I push the block up from the bottom and redirect it to here using this guy, then it gets put into, I think, a decent stopper position, right? Because now if I come at it from the right, it'll put me in the correct column. And actually, these guys can get me set up for that. Okay, cool. Now we just got to figure out this part. So this is going to have to be dropped onto the button from the right, right? That air elemental over there has to end up in the space that it's in right now, but facing the other direction. And from there, it's actually the same. I might not have needed to reset. Actually, I can undo the reset, right? Yeah. Oh, well, that's not going to work. How do I get out of here now? Well, I guess this will work. Because you'll put me on the button and then I'll just jump out over. A lot of these puzzles do require the cape. It's pretty important, actually. Okay, so now we go to the pedestal again. And we shove the air elemental here. And I think this will get it, right? Okay, easy. So there are only two things left on this island. Somewhere there is a note that I have not stepped on. I do not have any idea where that could possibly be. And then also there's a red flag, which could be the note. So I have to get over there for that. You're going to take me... Well, I guess take me up here. Hold on. We haven't had a look at this screen in a minute. Is there a music note anywhere? No, there is the bird. Bird access is important. I kind of forgot about the bird, if I'm honest. I might just go ahead and take the bird fast travel over to the Fire Island because scouring screens for the note is not like the most exciting thing to do on camera. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll jump over to the Red Island. We'll see about that. I'm guessing that I am missing a black gem as well somewhere, and I don't remember where that would be at this point, but it feels like it must be the case, right? Why would that be the only one that only goes to 10? Okay, I do remember this puzzle. It's probably easier now that I can jump over one-tile gaps. Yeah, the cape, I think, is wildly powerful. The cape is extremely good. How do I approach this? So we have to cause an explosion in the tile below that block to the left of the gem. That is the only way. Sadly, jumping over the thing does not give me a moment of cooldown time. So I need to experiment with this a little bit. I mean, that seems pretty good, right? This was a route we couldn't take before because we didn't have the lava armor. But this works, right? Because when that explodes, it'll push the block over. Oh, right. I believe I remember having discovered that problem before. Well, actually, hold on. I don't need that to be... Now that I can jump over gaps, yeah, this was not a solvable issue before. It was just a matter of getting equipped properly. I really do think that's frustrating. That's a frustrating way for that to work. Okay, apparently the black gem that I'm missing is over here, which is to say that there's some kind of shenanigans going on with this lava. Probably from below is my guess. I have no snake eyes or anything. We've got all the notes on this island. It's interesting that there's... Oh, no, okay. I was going to say it's interesting that there's no indication of a secret, but never mind. There absolutely is an indication of a secret. Now we get to trial and error our way across a big platform here. Oh, right. These are one-time platforms. That's annoying more than anything. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not super wild about all of the puzzle design. There are definitely some things that I think are just kind of a bummer, and a lot of that comes down to the puzzles that require you to have equipment. The puzzles that are about having the right gear on rather than about figuring anything out. Okay, so we have a star left here. Obviously, it would be totally sick if we could destroy some of this garbage. How am I going to do that? First, I'm going to ring the gong for good luck. So, if I were to get up top here, it does feel like I want the it does feel like I want that the black crate to fall there as a platform, right? But how would you deal with the other one? How would you get rid of the wooden box so that the obsidian box could fall into the lava and serve as a platform? And the answer is I don't think that you can. It sure doesn't seem like it should work. Why is there a way to fall down? If I approach this from here, I'm trying to figure out a way to get more blocks across. This top area is so conspicuous. It feels like it must be for something, right? But what though? Okay, this is the initial position of everything. What would you do with that top area that would help you accomplish anything? How could it possibly matter? It's tough to say because like the thing that's really important is getting to the right of that fire elemental over on the left, right? We want to push it from its right so that it shoots a fireball left and makes these blocks destroyable. It's possible there's something I never really figured out about how to operate these guys. Yeah, maybe. There's gotta be a way. So if I push this down here. And then push you up and across. Then you up and across. I can cross this again. I cannot get that over there. Okay. I was thinking I could get myself another block in that way. Right, that actually does. Let me get this up here. That at least lets me form like a bridge over to this location. If I push this thing up and then I do... Oh, okay, that's interesting. So you really don't want that exploding adjacent to the exploding adjacent to the flame, so it pushes it away and causes it to immolate you. Or I guess incinerate is more of an appropriate word. Alright, so... there's a way for you, the player, to drop down from above. Why is that a good thing to do? Well, you know what? I think it might be... might be related to getting over to the right, actually, because it would let you drop down to the left of a bunch of these blocks on the lower layer, which would help you obviously push them toward the right. So maybe I'm looking again at pieces that are here because of a different puzzle. This is an element to the game's design that I actually think is kind of interesting. You don't usually see games like this do multiple different puzzles in the same space with some overlapping elements. And I do kind of think it's neat that there are, 4 puzzles here, and part of the difficulty of working out the puzzles is figuring out exactly which elements are not actually part of the puzzle that you're worried about. It's like, this one's easy enough to deal with. I need some help with that. How are we going to deal with that? I can get an extra block, but I don't know how useful that extra block can be. If I could just get one fireball in this direction, Yeah, it does seem like, actually, you could... What do I want to do with the wooden block? If we push the wooden block, well, if I push it up, it's not actually going to be in any more danger. Or it's not, it's not helping me to endanger the other one. I was just thinking, the way these spike spaces are set out, you can get that thing right up adjacent to the block that's next to the star. It just really needs to be hotter than that. How many blocks would it take? It would be like if I wanted to build a bridge from down here, say, up to the tile to the right of that fire elemental, you'd have to build it from here, and there's no way to do that. There's no way to get boxes into this position. There's no way to get boxes around an L-bend from the area to my right here. Right, we can push 2 boxes over to form a bridge that lets me get onto that platform, but we would never be able to put a box in the position that would get me behind the fire elemental. I actually do not see how to do this one at all. Let's find something else to do. We'll come back. All right, this seems more doable. So we got a star and a key. And again, looking at this, it definitely looks like it might be a cape required kind of puzzle. To access that key down there, you have to come up from the left here, which does have an eye, but it's not like that. I'm assuming the eye is for pressing upward from below that, which means you would have to figure out a way to get the box over into a pushable position. That's actually pretty doable, right? Hold on. That seems pretty doable. I have to push it one more space so that I can get around it. Yep, great work, me. Okay, so that one was pretty easy, actually. I didn't even know about the eyes last time we were here, I don't think. Okay, so how do we make this work? What are we trying to do here? Well, that's less than optimal. Obviously, like, the thing that jumps out at me most immediately is that if the wood block could be pushed into this hole, it would provide a bridge for us to put 2 of the obsidian blocks down and down on the 2 stone tiles. And then we could do this and cause a series of explosions that, in theory, might make it possible for us to blow up that big stone head. How do I... Gosh, what I really need to do is figure out a way of, like, wrestling free some of the blocks in this formation. The way they're all jammed together here makes my life really difficult. And I can't really do very much with you. I don't know what the purpose of this this thatch tile is. You know, I guess that's true. If we were to put blocks on the 2 stone pedestal tiles over to the left there, when the top one exploded, it would actually push the bottom one off into the lava, which I guess is not a terrible thing. It gives us the ability to walk across it, at least. But once we solve the problem of getting a box onto that space there, we wouldn't need an explosion to get it into the lava anyway. We could just push it. Yeah, I don't see a way of preserving anything here. I guess... I was gonna say I could, like, we could push this box left or right now. Pushing it right is not enough by itself to let me get access to it from above. And that's clearly what you want, right? Is to be able to press this to here and then press up in the space to the right of it and walk around and push it down from above. But I can't currently make that happen. If we press, obviously, if we press it to the left to get it away from the explosions, then it is irretrievable anyway. We're not actually making it any easier to work with. I can't really access that platform in any meaningful way. I have to admit, I am finding this island to be quite difficult. I'm drawing a lot of blanks here. These fire elementals are far enough apart that it feels like it's definitely not feasible to have them, like, influencing each other. And, like, to get that key in the top right, obviously we would have to have one of the fire elementals shoot at it. But, like, how, though? How could we possibly? I can do this, but then the thing's stuck. I can't actually press it to the right, which is what needs to happen. That move I just did there couldn't possibly help us with this, could it? No, because there's nothing that can actually be in that row to be shot at except for the wooden block. I can push the obsidian block next to it upward, then push the wooden block side and up onto it. But all the fire elemental spit will do is heat it up and then push it into the lava where it will cease to be. Yeah, I need more... need more ways of influencing these blocks. Almost nothing's actually movable. And none of the fire elementals can shoot in directions that are at all meaningful. Yeah. So... there's something really significant that I'm missing here, and I don't know what it is. Okay, just making sure that didn't do anything weird. At this point, I'm just like, I'm kind of grasping at like what can be done. There's so little to do. All right, we're gonna, I guess, leave this one and come back to it as well. There's so few options for things to do in that place. You would think it would make it kind of obvious what needs to be done, because you can hardly try anything. All right, these plants are strange. Do they do anything? No, they are effectively just a rock. They are a sort of shiny colored rock. So... How do I cause an explosion in the place where that explosion needs to be caused? There's no way to push this block down away from the wall, as far as I can tell. Nothing happens. Sorry, let me... Nothing happens if this blows up against this wall, right? Okay, no, that's what I thought. So we need to get the block down so that it can come through here and explode in this location to cause the chain reaction of all the other boxes. Or we need to get some fire traveling up this column. And I suppose either one of those ways really works. This box seems like it has no purpose in the puzzle, and that makes me suspicious. What if... Nope, a box exploding next to that plant doesn't do anything either. There's not anything being communicated to us, I think, by the plants. So we can do something like this, which creates a situation where these guys are being cascaded into each other. Again, it's just something we can do. It doesn't seem actually useful. I was kind of wondering if getting pushed out over lava would cause those things to, like, immediately regain all their heat, but it sure doesn't look like it. It's a weird island. Okay, it looks like the best way to get down here is going to be walking from this screen. I do remember this puzzle. It's certainly going to be a lot easier now that we can take extra steps on the lava. Although I still have to watch my feet a little bit. Maybe this is good enough to cause a chain reaction. But we run into this problem again, right? Where it's just like there's no way to get... It's very inconvenient, I should say, to get the amount of heat on this thing that we want. Yeah, all of the spots where we can give it a rest are only 2 tiles away from the edge of the heat zone. So it's very difficult to get it overheated and then push it off of the heat and into the other crates before it can explode. So like if we did, let's say, if I push this off, it loses all of its heat immediately. Yeah, we can't like run it over a 1 tile gap. Oh, which obviously would have been relevant around the top part. And there's lots of ways to get a third point of heat, but in doing so, we end up losing so much time that it doesn't matter. Because then I had to push it back up or, you know, whatever. I guess, okay, if I put this here, then we could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha! A solution not available to us before we had the lava armor because it requires you to take on 4 points of heat. Fair enough. All right, and then the last one of these is right here. Well, it probably requires us to do something downstairs, doesn't it? Okay, so this is another one that's going to be easier. I don't want to do that yet. This is another one that's going to be easier with our ability to jump over one tile gaps for sure. Trying to figure out how we're going to do this because I can get a wooden block through there to just fill in the one tile gap, which I think actually is important to do. I'm trying to figure out what I have to do with this thing in the meantime to not lose it. And I guess the answer is, do I care if I lose it? Do we need all of the blocks? You know, maybe I do go ahead and push this through here and I just push it down for a second. Actually, sorry, it needs to go one more tile down so that I can get between it and the wood block. All right, so we put that in there and we stack y'all up here. No, I don't. Sorry, I don't want that there. I want that here, right? Then we push this thing onto that space, and if I just push it straight left through, okay, that one wasn't so bad, and now we have, I think, all of the gems. It seems like all of the gems. 11 is a weird number, but the consistency makes me think we probably are on top of this. Let's have a look at this puzzle over here. So I'm actually not sure how I'm going to access the arrow blocks on the right over there. Okay, so I can delete that. Although I am not certain that that is a useful thing to do. That'll show me. The thing is, it wouldn't serve as a functional bridge either, right? Like I need a way across there. Well, actually, I guess the idea is if I were to destroy that somehow, and then if we could get this to fire another fireball, I think it may be the case that that fire elemental is capable of breaking the arrow block for us. Maybe. Here's a question. Does this re-empower you enough to shoot? It does. Okay. So even one of them that's exhausted. I had always interpreted as one fire elemental shoots fire elemental A shoots fire elemental B, and that causes fire elemental B to spend one of its own shots. But actually it's just redirecting the pre-existing fireball. That's really interesting. So then we have a situation over here. Well, let me restart the puzzle. Because we can have all of our friends awake. And also ring the gong. So the most productive thing would be to find a way like this fire elemental here. At this point, once you're spent, I can move you around. This fire elemental somewhere in this row, or yeah, just somewhere in this row, getting shot a couple of times could solve our problem. So if I cross over here, put that to there. This isn't quite gonna work, is it? I'm gonna just barely run out of fireballs. Yeah, because that'll push the fire. Well, okay. No, I think I'm starting to see it. So if we get this out of the way, push this up to here. Push you out of the way, push you to there. Because we could have this guy redirect fireballs from above and below. I still have to be able to get over there myself. So I think I do still do this, because this has got to be in position to break down. Oh shoot, I needed that, I needed the box to push them all the way. Alright, what if... Okay, what if we do push the box over to here? So that we can escort this guy into the right position. Yeah, if I push you one more tile over, then this one can hit you, can feed you twice. And then the other one could feed you twice if I could get to him. Okay, so the problem with this is the upper fire elemental can't shoot at him if he's in this column. So I have to be able to get over to the other fire elemental. It feels like pushing this fire elemental into the right location requires the box, but actually, maybe it doesn't. Maybe I am making an error in thinking that. Maybe we can put the box here and use it as a way to get to the upper guy. Because I could go... We could actually bring you down here. No, wait, I don't want that. I want to press up here. Now push you to the left, or push you from the left so you're facing the right way. Now I can do this for 2 shots, which is enough to get that there. And then 2 more shots gets those blocks out of the way, right? Yeah. And in fact, I could even have gone up here and pushed the middle guy 1 space further to the right and preserved a fireball from the rightmost one. There is a 12th black crystal. I do not have a black crystal visible here in the traditional sense, but apparently it's here. Huh. Well, I want to get, obviously, I want to get the star there, but I think this is maybe not the most optimal angle to come at that from. Yeah, let me push through here. Re-enter the room from this side. Because from this side I can do this. Which then lets me do that. I am still short a box this way. Both of these boxes have become unretrievable. If I have to push... No, I think I do want to be on the other side. What I was thinking is, if I have to push this box here out to the right far enough to get past it, then it becomes unretrievable itself. But first of all, that's not actually correct, because... Nope. Hold on. No, you can't damage that. What am I thinking? So maybe that is correct, but it's also irrelevant. Because... reason that I had in my head that was very good moments ago... How did I figure I was going to be able to manipulate this situation? I thought I had a plan here. I no longer think that. But alas, it is too late. I can tell you my plan definitely involved in my head somehow like pushing this up to here and then that allowing me to get to the... I don't know how I thought I was going to get to the right of the wooden block to push it into the hole. Which obviously, once done, allows you to get to the... allows you to get above that box that's all the way to the left and rescue that. But I need to... If I need to kick one of these aside in order to even make that occur... Oh, right. If I ring that, this box isn't actually lost anymore. I can push this box to a place where it's recoverable. So actually, I don't need either of these. We can totally just let this happen. Although, obviously, this star would not have been retrievable earlier for lots of reasons. Requiring the armor and the flippers. Okay, 80. I mean, we're climbing, we're getting there. So I guess solving this puzzle gets you a key and a black crystal. I guess I can see them. The key is underneath this rock and the black crystal's underneath that rock. All right, so as I had it, the purple was here, blue was there, the red is all the way up here. Green is the one that's not actually on the thing at all. Yellow goes there and orange goes there. No, yellow goes here. Well, the green one must go on the island. It must go on the island somewhere, right? Because taking it off of the island does not solve the puzzle. Yeah, there must be a secret. There must be a secret that reveals the green one. Ugh, frustrating. All right, well, you know, we've done some good work. We gained a lot of gems. We gained a fair number of stars. I think this is where we'll call it for today. This has been productive. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm a little concerned by that 12th black crystal. That maybe there's a crystal of each type that I missed somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe the black ones are just special. They are, you know, the last ones. It could be. Feels weird, though. The asymmetry would be weird. When you come back next time, we will endeavor to finish off this island. I'm going to spend some time looking at these puzzles and trying to figure out what it is about the fundamental strategy of them that I am just not grasping. And we'll see you then.